Hello everyone, welcome back. All first round playoff series have begun, and we have two series in the second round that are 2-0. We're going to touch on all of the game recaps from our past couple of days and how it affected the playoff matchups coming up right now. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video here at the End-to-End Hockey channel. Before we're going to start, don't forget to like this video and subscribe down below. Thank you for all of your support. I would never be able to do this without all of you guys, so if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe down below. Don't forget to comment down in the comment section below. We're on the way to 500 subscribers, so really this helps. So in today's video, we got another game recap. We're looking at the two games that happened over on Wednesday and over on Thursday, as all four second round series have now begun, and we see two series be 2-0. So we'll touch on all of the updates from our past couple days of game action. So back over on Wednesday, we saw two games of NHL Action. First, we saw the Florida Panthers take on the Toronto Maple Leafs, as the Panthers would actually lead for a couple of points in this game, but with 3-2 Leafs entering the third period. The Panthers wind up tying it in the third period, but 11 seconds after the Panthers tied it, thanks to this goal here from Mitch Marner. Remember, all Club Square Sportsnet, the Leafs would pull ahead, get the lead back, and they would hold on. They would batten down the hatches, and they would come away with a 4-3 victory over the Florida Panthers, as they have taken a 2-0 series lead for the second consecutive series, now heading to the Sunshine State of Florida. So lots of intriguing things there, but Toronto was able to answer back right after the Panthers tied it, and they hold on for the victory. So interesting stuff there. For the Leafs, Pacioretty and Domi both had a goal and an assist. Riley had 2 assists, and Marner and Nylander both also scored for the Leafs in the win, while Lundell had a goal and an assist. Lewis Ryan had 2 assists, and Marchand and Barkov both also scored for the Panthers in a loss. It was an intriguing game there, but at least come from behind, hold on to the lead, and take down the Florida Panthers. Then we saw the Dallas Stars score 3 unanswered second period goals and held on to narrowly beat the Winnipeg Jets 3-2 in the first game of their series. It was a very entertaining game. Mikko Rantanen got his second consecutive Stanley Cup playoff hat trick. Rantanen is looking like a beast right now, and his hat trick was all the goals the Dallas Stars scored on Connor Hellebuyck. So really good stuff there, as Rantanen remains a one-man wrecking crew and helps take down the Winnipeg Jets to open the series with a 1-0 lead. So very good stuff there for Dallas. For the Stars, Rantanen, who had a hat trick, who's scoring back-to-back hat tricks now, was a lone goal scorer for the Stars in the win, scoring all 3 goals. While Scheifele and Niederreiter were 2 goal scorers for the Jets in the loss. It was an intriguing game there, but the Jets lose their first game on home ice. Those were 2 games over on Wednesday, going over to 2 we saw over on Thursday. First, we saw the Washington Capitals open up a 2-goal lead, and they would hold on, cruise to victory, and took down the Carolina Hurricanes 3-1, as they've tied the series of 1 apiece heading back to Carolina. So very big win there for Washington to avoid the 2-0 hole. For the Capitals, Wilson had goal and assist. McMichael and Carlson both also scored, and Thompson stopped 27-28 shots he faced in win for the Capitals, while Gostisbehere was lone goal scorer for the Hurricanes in the loss. It was an intriguing game there, but the Caps come away with the victory. And then the last game we saw over the past few days was between Edmonton and Vegas. As Edmonton would have a 4-2 lead at one point in the third period. They would blow the 4-2 lead. This game would go to overtime 4-4. But in overtime, after a blatant missed call from Victor Arvidsson where he tripped Brady McNabb, injured Brady McNabb, there was no penalty call on the play, and just I think it was like a minute later, thanks to this goal here from Leon Draisaitl. Remember, all Club Square Sports, that beautiful overtime winner between McDavid and Draisaitl got the OT winner, as Edmonton put the Vegas Golden Knights to bed 5-4 in overtime, as after trailing 2-0 in the first series, has now taken a 2-0 series lead heading back to Edmonton. So Oilers are looking lethal again, and they narrowly edge out Vegas in game 2. For the Oilers, Puck Olsen had a goal, his first career playoff goal, and assist. Nugent Hopkins and Arvidsson both had 2 assists, and Draisaitl had the OT winner. Kane, Nurse, and Wallman, who scored his first career playoff goal, also scored for the Oilers in the win, while Olofsson, who had 2 goals, which included his first career playoff goal and an assist, and Eichel, who had 3 assists, both had 3-point nights. Pietrangelo had a goal and an assist, Stone had 2 assists, and Carlson also scored for the Knights in the overtime loss. It was a very intriguing game between the Knights and the Oilers, but after blowing a late lead in the third period, the Oilers would recover and win overtime to take a 2-0 series lead. So those are all games we saw from our past couple. Let's just go over to quickly touch on how the matchups look right now. So in the Western Conference, Dallas Stars currently lead their first round series 1-0, and the Edmonton Oilers currently their first round series 2-0. And in the Eastern Conference, the Carolina Hurricanes Washington Capitals series is tied at 1 apiece, and the Florida Panthers are trailing the Toronto Maple Leafs 2-0 in their series. So lots of intriguing matchups. Going over to the next few days of game action. So next over on Friday, we're going to see 2 more games of NHL Action as the Toronto Maple Leafs look for a 3-0 series lead taking on the Florida Panthers, and the Winnipeg Jets will look to even up their first round series against the Dallas Stars. Then over on Saturday, we'll see if the Edmonton Oilers can go 3-0 in their series against the Vegas Golden Knights, and we'll see which team is able to come away with a 2-1 series lead, either the Capitals or the Hurricanes. And then over on Sunday, we'll see if the Winnipeg Jets can get a win on that series, or if the Dallas Stars can potentially go up 3-0, and we could potentially see at least have a chance to sweep the Florida Panthers back over on Sunday. So we'll touch on all of those games over on Monday in our next game recap video, but that's all I'm going to talk for today. I left you guys thoughts. Are you surprised with any of the results over the past 4 games of playoff action? And if so, are you surprised that Toronto and Edmonton hold 2-0 series leads? Definitely leave your guys thoughts on all of that down in the comment section below. That's all I'm going to talk for today. Remember to like this video, and if you like to subscribe below. Thank you for all of your support. I would never be able to do this with all of you guys. So if you haven't already, definitely subscribe button down below. Definitely comment in the comment section below so you can also see today's video. Also a blog to about news, rumors, analysis, stuff like that. So check that out. Leave a link to that down in the description below. And I can't wait to see you guys all for the next video. See you guys soon.